At the age of 7, I was introduced to the Nancy Drew series by my sister. The first game we played was White Wolf of Icicle Creek, big surprise. But since then, we've gotten quite a few more games. But as many games as I have, I still haven't played a lot of them. So guess what? I'ma just leave the ones I've never played out of the list, because I don't have an informed opinion on the game. Comment section on Midnight in Salem trailer. But enough talking, let's start ranking. This game could burn eternally in hell, and I wouldn't care. If anything, I'd be laughing happily while pouring gasoline on it. The fishing game is slow, the shell game is slower, the characters are bad, and the plot exists in the last 20 minutes of the game. This is the Sonic Boom of Nancy Drew games. That's just the best comparison.
God fucking damn it! I'm done! I'm fucking done! This is bullshit!
Ransom of the Seven Ships is tedious. So much so that even though I have it on my hotbar at all times, I haven't played it for months. I got an hour in and said, you know what, I deserve better than this. I couldn't figure out the first puzzle the game gives you. If you can't figure out the first goddamn puzzle in a puzzle game made for preteen girls, maybe redesign your game. Or better yet, don't release it. I think the world would be happier without this abomination in it. Also, the mystery revolves around a kidnapping, and there's only one person in the game. Nancy, I wonder who it could possibly be.
Some days I feel like everyone in my world has plugged themselves into my kidneys. I'm so tired.
To be completely honest, I haven't gotten very far into this game, and I bought it like 2 weeks ago. But I can already tell this is gonna be a bad one. Never before have I hated the environment in a Nancy Drew game. Sure, Kapu Cave and Ransom have not great maps, but this game's overworld is just unappealing in every way. The characters are okay though, and it did introduce Sunny June, so I guess I could call it slightly below average.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
Danger by Design is just, Sure, I haven't beaten it yet, but, I don't really want to. The characters are boring, even the one intentionally made to be interesting. The plot either doesn't exist or takes way too long to be set in motion. I like the tea puzzle, but all it did was make me want tea. And I haven't even found another puzzle in the game so far. It's just an experience.
So what about the gout?
I have it. It's terrible.
Wow.
7 days to live.
If this game was based off just one book, I'd cut it some slack. But this game is based off of 3 books, so no slack will be cut for this crap. Sure, it has some good puzzles and character moments here and there, but this game's story and pacing is just bad. It's never long enough to feel like it's dragging on, but it's never long enough to be invested. I'd say it's okay, play it if you want, but I'm warning you about the mini-golf. It is unforgiving.
Oh no! I'm a fallen, and I can't get up! That is my impression of American advertising. Thank you very much.
Phantom of Venice is interesting. It's apparently based off a book, which I didn't even know until 3 hours ago. And I like the characters and all, but I find that having a teenage girl dress up in skin-tight clothes to dance for money is just not suitable for any game, let alone a children's game. Isn't it crazy that White Wolf is the 16th game and number 16 on my list? Have you ever remembered the fond memories of your childhood, just to relive them and be sad and disappointed for the rest of your life? Well, that's my relationship with this game. I remember loving it as a kid, and it's not half bad, but the cooking. You have to do this puzzle. Actually, no, it's not even a puzzle. It's just a time waster that you have to do 3 times every day, and it interrupts you constantly. You want to solve the mystery or talk to the characters? Sorry, get in the kitchen, Nancy. It's where you should be. Man, what a way to empower girls, by telling them to stop everything and get in the kitchen.
Hababa, hababa da gada,
Ghost Dogs is another example of nostalgia acting like a coat of dust hiding a horrible dumpster fire fueled by hatred. I'll always love these characters, and especially this music, and especially the animation of the dogs at the beginning of this game, but I'll be damned if the forest and bird picture part of the game don't make me want to suffocate.
Look! One of those giant sharks!
And Shaggy and Scooby are in it!
Danger on Deception Island is another nostalgic one, and I definitely remember being able to order and eat clam chowder, but I can't find out how to do that now. I like the ending a lot, but the plot twist is rushed and has no build-up. The cover art is just amazing though, and will always be one of the best cover arts they've done.
Lumley came me a moose nearly, you're gonna away a teardrop in his eye. Hey, she back, wee lassie!
What did she just say?
We don't know.
We can't understand her.
Just a warning, 80% of these games from this point on are nostalgic. I should have said that before, but who cares? Not me. Anyway, Castle Malloy is a good game. I don't remember it being so slightly off-putting. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like instead of exploring an environment, we have the castle, the pub, and random bits and pieces here and there, and they just don't feel connected in any form of a world. But I don't think that this is a deal-breaker by any means. The villain twist is actually crazy and I kind of love it, which is apparently an unpopular opinion, but screw it. This Banshee bitch is on my top 10 Nancy Drew villains list.
I wanna watch the world burn. I got the gasoline.
This game, along with another one on the list, is one that I played with my sister. So while nostalgic, they mean a lot to me just because I almost never got to see her, and because she downloaded the games just so we could play them together while she was home from college. That's something that's always made these games, and specifically this game, so special to me. Alibi and Ashes always stood out. It's the only game where we can see River Heights. It's downright gorgeous, and it introduces the bad bitch Deirdre Shannon. Admit it, you like her, everyone does. Plus, ordering ice cream in this game is just the best. The only critiques to this game is that the culprit is very obvious, and the actual game itself is really easy, but I definitely recommend it to somebody who's never played the series before. Everyone hates this game, and besides the fact that you can figure out who the culprit is before you've beaten half the game, and Debbie's just a downright weird 3D model, this game is just fun. People say that the puzzles are bad because they're chores, but so what? I enjoyed them. The location and aesthetic is just crisp and nice, and Pa is always a delightful character to talk to. So, 10 out of 10 with Nancy again.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
As of writing this script, I beat this game 7 hours ago, and I loved it. Sure, the first time I played it, the castle was a nightmare to navigate and was extremely confusing. But once you understand the layout, you really understand the layout. Professor Hotchkiss is wonderful, and seeing her in a game that's not just a phone contact was amazing. I was sad that after the medallion incident you just can't talk to Jacques at all, but whatever. The culprit made no sense at all, even with her explanation, but the music and atmosphere just immerses you in this game. I recommend this game to anyone. Even if it came out 20 years ago, it's still worth playing.
That guy who didn't like music.
The final scene. Stakes are high, girls are being kidnapped, the theater's gonna be demolished, and this game's fun as hell. I thought the villain reveal was clever, but then I realized that I thought that because it really didn't make any sense at all. But navigation in this game is so much better than Treasure in the Royal Tower, and this was that game's direct successor. 10 out of 10 would demolish the theater again. Also, I think it's funny that you can just leave Maya trapped in the building. I didn't even know that you could break her out, so I just left her there. I know putting this game this far back on the list is gonna make some people's feathers ruffled, but I love this game so much, and I legitimately want everyone watching this that's never played it to go buy it. Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon is a treasure hunting game where you never go to Blue Moon Canyon. I've always liked the puzzles in this game. I'll admit going from car to car, especially when they're far away, can feel really annoying, but with the amount of characters and a followable but vague plot, it's really easy to get invested into. It also has one of the best and most complicated animations Her Interactive has ever made. I mean, it's no Pixar animation, but for 2005, it's above and beyond their standards.
Eugenie Cortez, ex-secret agent of the OSS.
This is the other game that I mentioned while I ranked Alibi and Ashes, so it's very sentimental to me. I still love this game. I love the setting and the atmosphere, and the music is chef's kiss. It is so fucking good. I don't get why some people don't like this game. If you're one of those people, shame on you. This game's plot is that you have to investigate your mother's murder. Along the way, you have to learn about the spy agency that she worked for, destroy a terrorist organization, and avoid an assassination attempt. Kids material right here, folks.
You remind me of a man. What man? Oh, the man with the power. What power? Say the power of voodoo. Voodoo. Yeah, you do.
This game's music is just perfect, and the aesthetic and characters are just I got the mushroom glitch where it soft locks your game, and I've contacted tech support because their patch just doesn't work at all, but this game is just perfect, and I really can't say anything else.
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt!
Do you like great musical scores, complex characters, and an exciting mystery with a murderer on the loose? Then play this game. The puzzles can be hard, but it's such a breath of fresh air from the other games in the series.
Watch out for the scythe door. Like, what the fuck?
Ghost of Thornton Hall. Enough said.
Aaron, now we can finally talk shit on Stacy.
Oh my god, Stacy, right? Girl. Stacy gave me herpes.
Aaron, you made it way too real. Like, way too fast.
For Christmas.
Mornings at Waverly Academy is one of the 6 games that I actually played with my sister. Basically, it's high school drama with a bit of attempted murder sprinkled in. The snack shop is one of the only good kitchen minigames in the whole series. The characters are all striving towards the same goal, so you need to find new motives for each character, which is something that the series really doesn't do enough. This is a game that not only everyone loves, but that me and my sister spent the most time playing together. It's the scariest game in the whole series and has the best food minigame. Bento is the best game and you know it. The locations are different enough from each other to clearly tell them apart, and the puzzles are great. Learning about Japanese culture and learning kanji is actually really fun and naturally integrated into the game instead of just being forced. It might have the saddest storyline about the drowning of a character's mother, but buy this. Stop watching this and buy it. You know you want to, and if you don't want to, you do. Buy it. After 2 apparently horrible flops in the Nancy Drew series, they made a game I'd call better than Mario Odyssey. They wrote not only the best score in the series, but a lyrical song that's a crucial part of the plot. I actually enjoyed every single puzzle, which never happens to me in a Nancy Drew game, and this was the best game to leave off on for a hiatus. A hiatus that ended in December of 2019. Sea of Darkness came out in 2015. Salty people will be salty about the hiatus, but they act like the game that they left on doesn't matter. And believe me, it does. The atmosphere is just a somber feeling of danger. Events always happen to keep suspense in the air, and I actually like the villain reveal because there's build-up and hints throughout, something other games don't even try to do. And these characters are something everyone can get invested into. Basically, buy this game. Buy all the games I've told you to buy. You won't regret it, I promise. Fun fact, I finished writing the script at 4:07 a.m.